everybody, we're back with another episode of Ask Tony Tuesday.
If you haven't got a clue, Tony's got the answer for you.
I have Tony here.
I'm here.
I have 2 questions for you to answer.
Okay.
Are you ready for the first question?
I'm ready.
All right. First question of the day, we get this one a lot.
Okay.
Is porcelain a natural stone?
Okay. Porcelain is not a natural stone, but porcelain is made of a powdered stone. So they crush it into a very fine powder. Then it's mixed with white china clay, and it's heated under an immense amount of heat, and then that forms sheets. Then they glaze it with a pattern, and then they glaze it again, and that's what gives it the shine, or whatever finish they. Some are shiny, some are, like a leather finish or a home finish. But it's, one thing on top of another. And because it's man-made, all this is done with machinery. So it's just like, basically like doing paint. You put in, all right, give me this color, this color, this color, and we're going to combine it with this pattern, and that's it. That's Calicut gold. All right, now we're going to mix black with the yellow and this, and now it's Nero Pittoro. And that's it. I mean, it's basically nothing natural about it except for the way it looks. It looks like a nice piece of stone, but it's anything but a nice piece of stone. It is all man-made.
Okay, so kind of like a side question.
Okay.
How do they get those veins in it then if they're just pouring stuff on?
Well, the veining is, it's like a machine. It's just, think about when you were a kid, you had the etch-a-sketch where you would turn the knobs and they would go squiggle lines.
Yeah, I miss those.
Same thing with veining. There's a machine that will then move around to create the different patterns. That's why you will get continual patterns. You'll get Calicut gold from DuPont, and every slab will look exactly the same, because when they program it in, they program that same pattern for every slab.
Okay, that makes sense.
You see, what natural stone is, you take a block of stone and they slice it into 40, 50, 60 slabs, and the veining from this slab could be different. It's still discussed and it'll look like the same stone, but the veining could be different from the 60th slab than the first slab, because that vein could either get bigger or the vein could dissipate and get smaller, or completely disappear by the time it gets to the end. But in man-made stuff, the vein in this slab is going to be the same as the vein in this slab, because that's how it was programmed.
Like an etch-a-sketch.
Just like an etch-a-sketch.
Second question of the day.
Okay.
Kind of going hand in hand with what we were already talking about. How do they create the veining in quartz?
Veining in quartz is pretty much the same thing. It's a machine that they program it in, and it kind of just creates the pattern. This way you always have a repeat pattern. This way when you say you want this particular quartz, it's going to look just like that every time. Same colors, same background. Now, it's like paint. It's like if you paint something one day and you ran out and you go back to the paint store and they mix another batch, it could be off a little bit. That's why even in stone, even in quartz, where everything is programmed to be perfect, you always want to get the same lot especially if you're putting 2 pieces together, because if they're off a little bit, you'll tell.
Right.
Even in a man-made product, because it's close, but you always want to have same lots of everything. This way it always matches up. But the veining, the pattern, all that stuff will still always look the same. It's all machine done, it's all programmed in, and there's really no, God's hands are clean when it comes to man-made products. He created man, so I guess he does still part of it, but there's it takes a lot of the natural element out of it.
Okay, so it kind of just goes from machine to machine.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
each machine does its own thing, whether
Yeah.
it's making the slab itself or painting it.
Right, and it's just a matter of mimicking the natural product.
Right.
And that's it.
Those are all the questions I
Okay.
have for you today.
Yeah.
We wanted to see if you guys could notice a difference. So we changed something throughout the video, so if you notice the difference, comment down below what you see. But that is all that we have for you guys today. Thank you, Tony, for answering our question.
My pleasure.
Thank you guys for tuning into this episode of Ask Tony Tuesday. We will be back next week with another episode and with some more questions, so stay tuned. We hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you later. Second question of the day for you.
Okay.
Ooh, that's the first time. What a miserable thing to come back. It's like torture.
It's a machine that runs